Are you ready? Oh, did it start? We're live. Good morning.
Morning.
It's the beautiful Springfield, Missouri studios.
It's a beautiful morning.
Yeah, it rained. It's supposed to not rain the rest of the day. Yay! So we don't have to wrap our gear in plastic.
Awesome. Special bonus if you can guess what this is on my shirt. Okay, time's out. It's a shark.
Yep. So, shall we get this show on the road?
We can get this show on the road. When is too much too much? When is too much too much?
Gotcha.
So I'm going to kick this off. This right here is a Black Rifle Coffee Company mug that my beautiful wife got me last Christmas. And I thought it'd be kind of cool if you want to send us swag or something like that, coffee cup or a hat or anything like that. I would love to wear it and represent your organization on right at the beginning here and give you a shout out. And that's what it's all about. It's all about us trying to give back and trying to support other agencies, other companies, other people that are doing really, really good work. For us to open up and be vulnerable is kind of funny, but it's hard sometimes. And I enjoy it when other companies kind of that align with our values. So if you like treating your team well, if you like being part of a organization that is doing good for others, if you like boating, we like boating. No, if you're just trying to be a little bit different, caring, you lead with kindness, and you like to start new things with really good people, then we'd love to have you as part of the live stream here. It's a lot of fun. So on this live stream, it's a special edition of Live with Bottleneck. We call it
A Week in Review with me and him.
Her and me. And so basically what we do is we have a special theme for each episode, and then we go into talking about what we did this week, what we're doing next week, and then we give a couple shout outs. So the theme for this week is when is too much too much? Today is Friday, June 10th, 10 a.m. Central Time. So if you're watching this in evergreen mode or in review, you can just know that this is when we recorded this. But when is too much too much?
It's too much when you got too much.
And Levi Meyer said, you had me at boating. Yeah. We love the boaters. So when is too much too much?
When you feel a sense of overwhelm, when you, or if you're talking about money, when you're so all you care about is money. How much money do I have? How much money do I have? What do I have? When do you have enough stuff? We have enough stuff. I know when you have enough stuff. When you try to buy a gift for someone and they have everything and they need nothing, and there's no gift you can buy them. You usually end up giving them booze.
Jeez.
Well, it's true.
Yeah. Nice bottle of wine.
Yep. For the person who has everything. Anyway, so that's how I feel about when it's too much. What do you think?
So I think when it too much is when it starts interfering with your passion, your why, something. And again, it doesn't have to be work. It could be anything. It could be drinking. It could be, when is too much too much? When something starts taking over, and taking you down a path that you can't sustain. And so I think it's important. The reason why I wanted to name this "When is too much too much" is just a subtle reminder. Take a quick snapshot of what you're doing in your life and kind of look at, like, when is too much too much? For me, this past week, and I guess we could go into it, because I'll go ahead and hit the little graphic. All right, so what happened this week? So for me, we got back from vacation and I got sick, and I kind of thought, like, okay, when is too much too much? Well, what happened to me this year? I gained a lot of weight. I have been relatively unhealthy. It's been challenging, and it sucks because I never got sick, but in the past 2 years I've been sick like 3 times, and there's kind of a correlation to health and wellness and sickness. So when is too much too much? Well, and here's the other thing about when is too much too much. You have to understand and decide for yourself when you're going to take the action in order to avoid too much of whatever that too much is. And it was a bit of a scare when I woke up. I couldn't breathe. I was like, okay, that's it. That was my too much moment. Went in and saw the doctor and got sorted, but still, it was a big like, okay, come on, like, seriously, how much more of this, right? And so it took a while. It just took a while for that to happen. And that's what I would expect would happen for most people. It just kind of creeps up, and then they're like, what the heck am I doing? Like, there's a certain point to everybody. Some people have higher thresholds than others, right? But there's a certain point where you just kind of know and you feel you're ready for a little bit of change. You've been doing too much of work. You don't want the divorce. You've been too much of, work. You want to spend time with children. You've been too much, not working, right? Go to work, get a job. Like, okay, finally, So yeah, no matter what's going on in your life, just be aware of that. That's the whole goal for today. And that's what happened to me this past week.
Yep. It was a life-changing week for Jamie, Jay.
Yep, it definitely was. What happened to you this week?
I get sick, but not as bad.
Because you're healthy.
Well,
of course.
Not necessarily. We have both, on vacation, we both were not healthy. And
yeah, but who's healthy on vacation?
Yeah, you got to be somewhat, though. You can't. Yeah, there was no holds barred. Yeah, that wasn't good. So, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's what happened. Just getting back on track this week and getting back into the groove, and it feels good.
I don't know if that's what happened, because you built a fence. She built a fence. What else did you do?
I got all the back patio ready. Got all the flowers planted.
She did. The back patio. The back deck looks like a tropical paradise right now.
We like to bring the tropics here in the summertime.
Yep. Put the, what do you call them? The covers up. And
the umbrellas.
The umbrellas. And she did a really good job. She's good at that stuff. So, yeah.
The things I love. So
what else happened this week? Oh, Levi said, started a second business and sometimes getting things moving feels like too much.
Let's talk about that, Levi.
Oh, okay.
I'm working on the same thing.
Go ahead.
Yeah. And I am full of ideas. I have, when I finished the fence, it was like, gave Jamie, I was like, I finished a project. Okay. So that for me is huge. Usually I don't quite finish projects, or I get them going. I have these great ideas. So anyway, Levi, I feel for you because I'm working with Gordon on this little side venture with Bottleneck, and I'm telling you, he's keeping me on track. If it wasn't for him, I did gone in the wind.
Yeah, you've been planning that for a long time too.
Yeah.
And there's something also, something that helps me, Levi, on that one, and I'm still practicing to improve. But one of the things that has really, really helped me is writing out a list and prioritizing them. Now you can prioritize 1 through 1,000,000 if you want to, but I only focus on the top 3. Some people think, oh, do the easy one first, gain that momentum. Some people, they do the hard one first. It doesn't matter to me. I do 3 priorities, and it's what do I need to get done right now that's on the top of mind. And if I do a brain dump and just write everything out, that is a really good help. And that helps a lot with overwhelms with regards to getting things moving, feeling like too much. Because if you don't, in my opinion, it works for me. It may not work for everybody, but in my opinion, if I don't document, if I don't write this stuff out, it doesn't give my brain an opportunity to kind of go through the different things that need to occur in order to accomplish these tasks. And what's neat is that these other 15 things that I need to do that are below these top 3, I just push those out of my mind. And I tell myself, you can't do everything right now. You can do this, you can do this, and you can do this. And what's really nice is that feeling of crossing that out, like, wow, I did that. That is done. It's out. The other thing that I found is once you get that stuff out of your brain, it opens your brain back up for creativity. So that as you're working on these priorities, you're going to be able to say, oh my gosh, what if I did this here on this priority? Or what if I did this? You'd be able to make creative decisions on each of those priorities to help you achieve whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. So that might be a little bit of a tip and help for you, as that works for me.
It's probably what I should be doing. I know.
It really helps. It does help. Okay, so what else happened to you this week? Because you actually worked 5 hours one day.
I did. I had to do some things that required, US-based hands-on, with our accounts and stuff, and also working so there's Bottleneck Health, and I was kind of working with Chanel to get Bottleneck Health under her purview. Is that the right word?
Mm-hmm.
Possibly. Yeah, I did have to sit down and work some. I had to get caught up from vacation and go through all my emails, but I love my life.
It doesn't suck.
No.
Yeah, this week I did a lot of planning. We got a chance to tweak our messaging a little bit, and the whole team was on a call this morning with an unbelievable customer that we now have. She's an agency owner out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, just a fantastic person, and we're so excited to begin working with her. She's agreed to do a case study with us to see if, in fact, Bottleneck can help agencies in the way that we believe that we can. And so we're really, really pumped up for that one. And it was so kind of her to lend her time to participate in this case study. At the same time, allow us to support her so that she can live the life that she wants to live. And she was tuning in to our conversation today from the lake. And she had the backdrop of the lake there, and she goes, I wish I could do this more often. And I was like, that's so cool. So we're hoping to give her some more lake time and increase the productivity in her team. So that was a lot of fun, and there was a bit of a lead up to that. We've engaged Phil Singleton for SEO. That's a great time. We've learned a lot about what we need to do there. And so all in all, very, very, very productive week. And Levi says, good advice. Thank you. Nice to know others are in the same situation. I'm 27, so still have lots to learn.
Oh,
And
good for
good
you.
for you, man. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what the heck I was doing at 27. Holy cow! And so you're what light years ahead of me. So good for you, Levi. That's fantastic. So anything else happened this week you want to talk about?
No, nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Well, we'll go on to the next section, which is what's coming up next week.
Isn't June 16th the deadline for the new website?
No, we've already hit the deadline.
No, June.
Oh yeah,
ASP.
we launched a new website, by the way, last week. That was
ASP.
pretty good. Yeah, ASP. Yep.
That's the 16th, correct?
That was the first.
But that wasn't completed.
Yep.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's just we're in a live beta right now.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yep.
This is why. Yeah.
So we did launch the new site. We're testing it out and seeing where the problems are and stuff like that. So it's kind of a soft launch, and July we'll be rocking and rolling, get all this stuff tweaked. So we've got some tweaks. We had some long discussions yesterday on the website, and so we know some different things that we're going to be doing to it. But it's really cool. We're going to have different attributes, and you'll be able to filter out candidates and things like that on the site. So it's pretty cool, pretty exciting to see where we've come this year. And so that's some of the stuff that's happening this next week is we're going to be updating some of the tags and things like that so that people can find assistance a little bit easier. We made a decision to take one of the tools down for right now because we're not quite ready for it, one of the matching tools. But yeah, there's a lot of things happening this week to make the tweaks that we've learned about thus far. And that's the whole purpose of the month of June is to find our friction points or, test the site and see where it's breaking and why the page load speeds are slow and all that kind of stuff. So we'll get all that ironed out this week or this month. And that'll be fun. But a lot of that is happening this upcoming week. And then I'm also preparing for Q3. I've been working on it for about 6 weeks, but there's going to be 6, possibly 7 different areas that we're going to identify as objectives. And I'll be rolling that out on Tuesday, July 5th, during our company meeting, where we're going to be talking about the objectives for this next quarter and how to achieve those, because we had the 3 this quarter, which was launching our Bottleneck Academy, creating the website with the automated sales process, the ASP, and then what was the third thing?
Workflows and processes.
Documenting all of the new and updated things, and all 3 tasks objectives for quarter for the second quarter we've accomplished. So pretty excited about that, or just about to accomplish. So yeah, a lot of stuff. So next week is a lot of planning and documenting. And
when does
Lawrence starts next week too.
Mm-hmm.
So Lawrence is one of our objectives, and so you're gonna hear this for the first time. We're gonna have a 3-pronged sales approach that we're gonna roll out in July. One is going to be a partnership program that we're going to be launching with our very own Dave Stobie. He's amazing. 2 is going to be an SEO campaign. We're really going to step up with Phil Singleton. And then the 3rd is going to be our outbound sales and outreach. And that's with Lawrence, who is our account executive. And he's going to be kind of launching that. He's been writing avatars for us. This week, on Tuesday next week, we'll be approving all the avatars. And then we're using some technology, some AI to learn how we can better communicate with people. So it's kind of exciting. Everything's kind of coming to fruition right now.
Yeah, pretty cool. I'm excited for Lawrence. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be good. And we can get some more clients. Anything else?
I don't think so.
You're not doing anything else next week? It's a busy week. We're going to go play hockey this weekend.
Yeah. That's fun. Yeah.
All right. Well, should we do shout outs?
Yep.
All right. We're going to do shout outs.
I got to give a shout out to Gordon, of course.
Gordon.
Gordon McDougall for helping me with the little side project I have going on and keeping me on track. What's Levi have to say?
My first business is a web design business. My second business is focused on building internal tools, processes, and automations with organizations.
Oh.
You seem like a really interesting couple and would love to hear more about what you are building. Oh,
well, there you go, Levi.
There you go.
Well, processes and automations, that's near and dear to us.
Yes, it is. As a matter of fact, we are a process improvement business. What does that mean? That means we use a dedicated distant assistant to help our clients leverage their time and capabilities through their creative input so that we can execute against that. So basically what we do is we write out and document all of the tasks delegated to our assistants to improve their process. And in doing so, create a system to where every single role can now be documented in what we call as a workflow manual. So our distant assistants are specifically trained in process improvement management.
Yep, it's really cool. Really cool. So good luck to you, Levi. I think that's awesome. So my shout out to Gordon, and then of course Chanel and the internal team for when we were on vacation. We were on vacation. We didn't work. I think I got on my phone to look at we took the computer.
I didn't even look on the computer once. That's the first time I ever did that, by the way.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. And I think I got on my phone to look at something just a couple of times. I just, just for peace of mind, but it wasn't something I was worried about. Just to check, is there anything pending? And it was awesome. The whole team, they had it because we have our processes in place. It was smooth. It was awesome. We didn't have anything to worry about. We came home and the business was stronger. We should go away more often.
Yeah, we should. I have 3 shout outs this week. First, I would like to give a shout out to Jeff. Jeff is our IT, and he set me up with our security on my computer here. Thank you so much. He's also setting up the security for our clients that have the security program, as well as some of our other internal team members, and he's just been wonderful. So he's been monitoring potential threats and things like that and really staying on top of it. So Jeff, big shout out to you. Thank you for taking the time to show me how to do that, and thank you for helping Sarah next week and getting her computer all safe and ready to go. He's absolutely amazing. So Jeff, big shout out to you. Second shout out I have is for Phil Singleton. I wanted to say thank you so much for coming on board with us. Phil is the owner of SEO company in Kansas City. I believe it's called SEO KC SEO Design or something like that. But you can just Google Phil Singleton. I guarantee you he will pop up. He's absolutely amazing. And we've engaged him to help us with our SEO campaign. So big shout out to him and thank you so much. And then the third person that I want to say a special shout out to is Phil, our success manager. Phil has been absolutely incredible. He's very, very silent, very quiet person, but his actions speak volumes. And he's been unbelievably reliable. So Phil, thank you for all that you've done. Big, huge shout out to you. I know that since you've been on board, you've been learning really quickly, but there's nothing you won't do. You step up every single moment, and just want to say thanks for all that you do. So those are my 3 shout outs for the week.
Awesome. I love it.
Anything else?
I think it's time to take us home.
Well, then go ahead and take us home.
Can you?
Oh, I sure can. She's so basically learn how you can break through the bottleneck in your business today by going to Bottleneck.Online/BTV. You can also, if you haven't already, one of the very few in the world, I guess, that have not purchased Quit Repeating Yourself, please go to quitrepeatingyourself.com and learn about how today's leaders are using systems and processes to grow their business the right way. Quit Repeating Yourself, Quit Repeating Yourself, Quit Repeating Yourself is a book I wrote that you're going to love. You absolutely love it. I'll force you to love it. No, just kidding. Quitrepeatingyourself.com. Today, our theme was, when is too much too much? Nice little point to kind of remind yourself, see if that might be something that you might be doing something a little too much of right now. Previously on Live with Bottleneck, I had a wonderful conversation with Lisa Aurora. She talks about visual meetings in a post-pandemic environment. We just spoke this Wednesday, and there's a really cool conversation, because what was neat about this is, as she sits in meetings like with boards and things like that. So if you're looking for a board of directors, she's really looking forward to something like that. Or if your board or leadership teams want to do something a little bit different for your upcoming quarterly meetings, or maybe your annual meetings, I would highly encourage you to reach out to Lisa. She's a visual strategist facilitator, and she's the founder of Get the Picture and board director. Now, what's really cool is while you're talking in this meeting, she is actually documenting that meeting through visual representations of artistry and images and text written really cool. It's really, really neat. So if you get a chance, go to getthepicture.ca and learn more. She's fantastic. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful person. Coming soon to your earbuds, I'll be talking with Jill
Scheifelbein
on how artificial intelligence is changing the sales experience. She's the president of the Dynamic Communicator. So that's kind of interesting. I'm excited. I talked with Neil Cejudo, who was on part of the IBM team for Watson, a big into artificial intelligence. He and I had a nice conversation about, I don't believe AI is AI yet, where he does. And he made some compelling points. And should he be knowing about that, since he's IBM team that built Watson? Yes. I still have a little bit of pushback. So I hope Jill's going to be up for a nice conversation about that, because I truly believe the AI is not AI yet. And the reason why, I think it's machine learning still. And for people to have to talk about AI the way that they do, without knowing that artificial intelligence doesn't maintain context, it's just the geek in me that comes out. So hopefully we have a nice conversation about that.
Artificial intelligence is freaking scary.
Artificial intelligence is very scary. It's very scary.
I hope we just stay with machine learning.
Yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice. Unfortunately, we'll be here. It will be here, but it's not here yet. I don't believe so. Anyways, change my mind. In any case, I think that's about it.
All righty.
Anything else? Ooh, we have all kinds of stuff. Look at.
Oh yeah, that's for me. I feel like a minimum massage.
That's kind of,
Oh, what's feeding the ducks?
Let's see.
I don't feel like I'm feeding ducks.
Yeah. So this might be a good thing. Like, you might want to think, So there's a feature called background music. It's new in StreamYard. So all you have to do is scroll down to the bottom of your brand panel. For those of you that are using StreamYard, you scroll all the way down there and you'll see that there's some background music. So we can have a little fun, we just hanging out. And
let's take us away.
Let's go ahead and take us away. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great one. Don't forget, create your own ripple.